peoples? It's your man, Perb Boss, aka Mr. Ellis, the go-getter. Well, you know, originated, man, born and raised in Jackson, Mississippi. Moved away, certain circumstances, the people who know, Mississippi is just one of those places, man, that you got to get out of and develop yourself. But, it's been a lifelong journey, man. It's been great, I got to say, glory to God. So, we're gonna get this thing rolling, man,
That done it like me, and I ain't had to say a dope or rob to get on my feet, and I couldn't dare take the pain to how Mozilla would see me. Believe me, if I had to do it again, I still would repeat it.
Been around the music business now, I say 10, 12 years. Released my first album in 2006, Perb, which I will soon be reloading. And then, of course, Business as Usual in 08 and All or Nothing was previously released. And I'm working on Forever Grateful. Degrees is what pays Perb Boss, period. As a matter of fact, I gotta go to work tonight. So I'm just keeping it real with you. No dope boy stuff, man. Nothing against them, but, it's just not my forte. Keeping it real with the actual people to understand that invest in yourself. And it don't always have to be about negativity. You don't have to be about degrading yourself. Know your worth, Use your brains for something else, other than poisoning your community. Now, I'm not down talking nobody else. I'm just saying this is just what I do. So I let my music speak for itself. I'm always quick to uplift, hell, quick to get a shirt off my back to anybody who needs it. But don't take my kindness for weakness, Rest in peace, Mozilla, for that. That's my baby, my mama. And she just, she pretty much taught me everything I know about this whole music thing. She told me just, stay 100 with it and don't sell myself short for nobody. The biggest thing that keeps me literally moving forward is the love of God. And a lot of folks, man, they don't talk about that, but I know where it got me. I know where I've been. I know where the storms I went through. And the music tells it all the way back from Perb. But if you ain't got him with all that extracurricular stuff, some of these cats out here doing, talking about worshiping the devils and all that stuff, man, you really ain't got nothing. Because at the end, you'll be just an empty soul, man. So. Even to my non-believers, there's gonna be a time where that's gonna be the only person you can call on. God is what really motivates me more than anything, because I know He got a job for me to do. I've been through so much to where I know it was nobody but God who pulled me out of this situation. From seeing bullets fly right in front of my face, multiple car accidents, I done lost count, man. Just so many life-threatening situations, but I'm still here. And it's by His glory, So I tell folks, man, like if you want to know how Perb done it all, the motto is what? God first, family second. That's all we know.
Insect bites and parasites while I'm sleeping. Sour milk, expired food, my stomach line bleeding. Who lied? Said I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth. Mama sick, daddy, oh well, and I still found a way out.
So. People ask, how did I come up with the name Perb, man? It's really based off of professional, educated, real businessman, because that's my life. That's what I know. I don't look into, all this, the extra nonsense type of stuff. This is actually real. This is what I do. I am a businessman. I am very well educated. And it is the reason for my success. Music doesn't pay a whole lot when you're independent. At first, it takes the years of grinding, and then in the end, it'll actually pay off. But for now, man, I go to work. You guys stay tuned for Perb Boss, This is what I'm gonna do. Sit back, let go, let God. We're gonna do, man, it's called Let Go, Let God. And it's pretty much like a document, but at the same token, I wanna really put a lot of emphasis on truth, It's just different on how I came up, you know what I mean? And
it's my life, man. You know, how I started back. You know, mom got sick when I was 9, working in the watermelon fields and stuff, man. $25 a day on the grind. You know what I mean? 9 years old. So I know people need to hear this, man, because there's always a way out. You know, you hear all this stuff about, man, I ain't had no choice, and everybody want to talk about, you know, man, I had to sell dope, I had to do this and I had to do that. Well, under my circumstances, man, I chose not to, and I think I did pretty damn good without having to go down the wrong path. And you know, no felonies, no criminal background, never been to jail, none of that stuff, man. You know, kept a straight head, college degrees, and I can sleep at night. You know what I mean? I ain't gotta watch my back all the time. You know, the dope game, man, do some things to you. I done seen a lot of my partners go down from that game. It's only 2 ways out of that: death or in jail. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's just people need to hear the truth, man. Like most of our artists, man, and you know, they bring this whole forte of showing that they selling keys in the music video and they doing all this, but at the same token, why you rapping, man? If you doing it while you rapping, because all you doing is dry snitching. So they ask, man, you know, how I come up with my material. I write everything myself. My biggest motivations, man, are just my family. You know, experience, my family is the main motive. Wasn't for them, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. But I mean, it naturally comes to me from the second something happens. A lot of times it is something that's dramatic, whether it be good or bad. It's gonna come out. You know, that's just how I express myself, is through my music. You know, so that is my biggest motivation, is my family. Like, it keeps me up day in and day out. The grind is for real, even with the whole schooling, you know what I mean? Because I still, like I said, degrees is what pays me. So I'm always doing that. But when I get up in the lab, like, I go into this whole entire different world, you know, and I don't get high and all that stuff just to get there, you know. I just zone out on my own, you know what I mean? I'm mainly high off of God, and I talk to God about a lot of things, man, and stay grounded. And that's what really motivates a lot of where my material come from. The hobbies, man, y'all know me, I'm a big old school fanatic. I'm talking about big blocks, small blocks. When you talking about cars, man, you get me going. I was raised up on cars. I built all of my cars just about, I have. It wasn't just about everything that I own, I built it myself. And it's just, that always became a passion, how everything works. I guess that's why I'm a geek today, is I always had to know how everything works, you know, whether it was, you know, how the fuel ignition gets this and do all that, and how, you know, all the relays and switches and how all of it just, you know, intertwines with each other with fuel to gas ratio and all that stuff, man. You know, carbs and cold air intakes and high performance and turbochargers and stuff like that. So I'm real heavy in that game. I'm not a big fan of all the exotic stuff, man. You know, all the exotic cars, Lambos and Ferraris and all that. That shows no value to me. You know, I like to see something that was built from the bottom up. You know, something that gives me a little bit more respect to it. You know, once you complete a project like that, it just has a lot more meaning and a lot more value. And when I'm not doing music, man, or not working on my cars or whatever it may be, when I get, if you want to quote unquote call it free time, man, I'm always out here I soak up the energy, man, from the earth. It may sound like some type of crazy person, but nah, man, I'm big on nature. I like to sit and zone out, you know, and just keep my mind in a place where I know I can think. And a lot of times it's just right here, you know. Come out early in the morning, man, believe it or not, I even do a little bit of yoga, you know, just to keep my mind in the right place, to stop myself from doing, you know, certain things, man. And, you know, your biggest battle is yourself, you know.
That's the biggest battle that we all have.
I ain't never sold dope, but I ain't never been to jail. I ain't never killed nobody, I ain't never used a scale. I ain't never moved a pack, no, I ain't never did that. Yeah, your boy from the hood, but is it safe to say that? Yeah, man, it's real over here, man. This is what we do over here. Like, we keep everything 100, man. Like, we don't have time for all the shenanigans, man, and all that. Like, that stuff just, it's fading to black, man. Nobody want to hear that no more, man. Like, get the folks something real, you know what I mean? We authentic over here, man. This is what Perb does, you know? So, y'all stay tuned to your boy, man. Check me out soon, you know?